What's the beef? Chefs, what's going on? Cam here. Welcome to another video. What we're talking about today is why you should not be afraid to fail. Because I know a lot of fucking chefs are. A lot of chefs are afraid to fail. Afraid of what maybe other people think. Afraid of spending money and not seeing that money being worth anything, you know. Afraid of fucking really having to overcome the excuses or really have to overcome the stories in your mind to why you can't do something. Because it's fucking scary, man. You know, and we carry a lot of fear as people, but I think chefs can carry a lot of fear as well. And the reason is that you've potentially got more on your plate, you know, depending on your hours and depending on the, you know, the environment that you're working in. You've got more on your plate than regular people. You know, when you've got more hours, you got more stress, you got more pressure, you got different lifestyle factors at play. The fact that you're finishing late at night, the fact that maybe you're fucking not taking care of yourself by fucking boozing and, you know, smoking and eating shite. Like, the reality is, when it comes to make a change, and you will get to the point where you want to make a change, you will get to this point where it's like, okay, right, the time has come and I need to do something about it. But when it comes time to jump or it comes time to commit, you struggle because you're afraid of failing. You're afraid of what might happen if you have to get out of your comfort zone, if you have to commit, if you have to do something that's going to make you fucking, you know, do things that you don't want to do. And I think a lot of chefs have a huge amount of resistance built up inside of them because of, you know, how much the job takes out of them. It's like you get to your day off and it's like, man, I don't want to fucking do anything. You know? Get to your day off, don't want to fucking do anything. Finish work, don't want to fucking do anything. And the problem is you'll keep doing that over and over and over again to the point where you actually start to believe that you can't do anything. And that's what excuses are. There's stories to why you can't do something. And if you keep telling yourself the story and you keep making the excuse, that will become your reality. But the problem is, here's some cunt fucking putting junk mail in my gaff. Interesting. Anyway, don't need a fucking takeaway leaflet from the local Chinese again. But as I was saying there, it's like you will build up a huge amount of resistance. You will create stories around it and you'll tell yourself that story so many times that it starts to become your reality. And this is because you just don't have the perspective in knowing that it is possible for a chef to do something. It is possible for a chef to fucking push forward and make things happen in their life and make changes. And the only thing that's stopping you is your fear of failure right now. The only thing that's stopping you is, oh, fucking, what if? And you keep thinking about what if. So it actually stops you from what could happen. You know what I mean? Because you're thinking of what might happen, the bad stuff, you stop what could happen, which is the good stuff. And that is the issue. And if you have this frame of mind and you just shoot everything down before it even fucking comes to fruition, and, you know, when it comes to making these changes and it comes to start taking care of yourself, sirens in the distance, when it comes to taking care of yourself, that you make that excuse and it's like, oh, I fucking don't have time, I'm working too much, I'm fucking this and that, and hemming and hawing about stuff. And it's like, okay, cool, you might be justified, that's fine, but what's that going to get you? It's going to get you nothing in your life, absolutely fuck all. So the key thing to understand here, chef, is that you must make time for the things that count, and you must be willing to fail and learn the lessons. Because if you're willing to fail, you will learn twice as fast as someone who's not willing to fail. And whether that's joining the gym and fucking going and doing it, at least you know. Going and doing your diet and trying something to eat better food, it's like at least you know what's going to work. But if you never fucking even entertain the thought of it because you're so overcome with resistance, you will always stay the same. And the idea is that you do not need to stay the same, and you should not stay the same because your life is going to fucking suffer massively as a result. So you need to take action, you need to fucking push forward, and you need to be willing to throw yourself in the deep end. Simple as. Let me know in the comments if you're a chef who has, you know, tried things in the past and doesn't believe that things work for them and doesn't believe that it's possible for you to actually get your shit together lifestyle-wise and get your life back on track. If you don't believe that you can do that, let me know in the comments. And if you can, let me know as well. Give the video a like. Anyway, boys, be safe, be good.